Fans have been waiting for 16 years for Guns N' Roses to release The General, and the band has finally done so. The debut performance of Guns N' Roses' new album, The General, took place on Thursday night at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. The band was on the penultimate leg of their 2023 tour at the time. Rose reminded the crowd that this may potentially be rather intriguing. If there is ever a finer spot to fall on your face, I do not know where that may be. I think this fucking counts. Take a look at a video captured by a fan. The General is only one of the many songs from the Chinese democracy era that fans were familiar with even before the album was released. In a series of interviews, the former vocalist for Skid Row, Sebastian Bach, spoke quite highly about it. "It's by far the most heavy metal music I think I've ever heard Axel do," Bach said in an interview with Metal Edge in 2007, describing it as a long, grinding riff with high, piercing screams and screaming vocals. "When will this be available?" I asked myself. And then he said, 2012, "It occurred to me, dude, you are killing me." He then states, "Well, this is going to be on the third record. There is a connection to this song. There are 3 parts to this whole thing. This corresponds lyrically with that. He has everything sorted out perfectly. Simply put, he cannot be compared to other individuals. He completes tasks on his own schedule and in his own fashion, but you should know that the world is not ready for what I've heard from this individual." The following year, Bach revealed to Rolling Stone that Rose had informed him that The General is a sequel to Estranged. Bach said that Rose told him this. Bach referred to him as the George Lucas of the rock world. "I can state with absolute certainty that it is not he who is saying, 'Let's wait and work on Chinese democracy some more.' He has assembled a brand new group of business associates. Irving Azoff and Andy Gould are the ones in charge of this situation. They are currently debating what they believe to be the most effective approach to releasing the music." Later on that same year, a record called Chinese Democracy was released, however The General was not included on it. In the community of Guns N' Roses fans, it has developed into a nearly mythical figure over the course of the years. There are also false versions that may be found on YouTube that were developed by admirers. However, this is the very first time that the general public has ever listened to the entire official version of the song. There has not been a new record issued by Guns N' Roses since Chinese Democracy, but the reunited lineup of the band has put out new recordings of the songs Absurd, Hard School, and perhaps throughout the course of the last few years. These 3 songs were all recorded during the Chinese Democracy sessions. On December 8, a 7-inch vinyl release of Perhaps will be released, and the flip side will feature The General. On November 5, Guns N' Roses will play the Hell and Heaven Festival in Toluca, Mexico, which will mark the end of their 2023 tour. They are the most prominent act on a bill that also included Slipknot and Billy Idol. Since their reunion with Slash and Duff in 2016, GNR have been doing non-stop shows all around the world. They have not yet divulged any information regarding their plans for 2024, although they will need to accommodate Slash's timetable. Between the months of January and late April, you can catch him performing live with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators.